Welcome to Codroid Labs, your trusted Zoho partner. Today, we're diving deep into the world of e-signatures. It's a showdown. In one corner, you've got the seasoned pro, Zoho Sign, and in the other, the new kid on the block from a name everyone knows, Google. So which one is right for your business? That's exactly what we're here to figure out.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll tackle the big why, the digital paperwork problem itself. Then we'll take a close look at what Google's bringing to the table, followed by Zoho's comprehensive answer. After that, we'll pit them against each other in a head-to-head battle. And finally, we'll help you figure out which tool actually fits your needs. Sound good? Let's do it.
So first things first, why are we even talking about this? Because in today's world, the old way of doing things is, well, it's just broken. You know the drill, right? You print a document, you sign it, you find a scanner, you email it. It's a total time suck and an absolute logistical nightmare. Businesses are literally drowning in this kind of administrative work.
So, I want you to think about your own business for a second. Are you constantly chasing signatures? Are you looking for a smarter way to handle all your agreements? A way to make it digital, totally secure, and just a whole lot more efficient? Of course you are. That's the exact problem these platforms were born to solve.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about the newcomer, Google. They've finally thrown their hat into the e-signature ring, and they're doing it in a very Google way. It's all about plugging into the ecosystem that millions of us already use every single day.
So this just landed in 2023, and it's a premium feature, so you've got to be a Google Workspace subscriber. The big idea here is convenience, with a capital C. You're already in a Google Doc, you're already in Drive, so why leave? You can request and add signatures right there. It's designed to be completely simple and seamless.
This timeline, this really tells a story, doesn't it? You've got Zoho Sign, which has been in the game since 2017, building out features, learning what businesses need. They've had years to perfect this stuff. Then, bam, 6 years later, Google jumps in. That difference in maturity is a huge theme you're going to see over and over again. Okay, so we've seen Google's play, simple and integrated. Now let's look at the other side of the coin, the veteran alternative. Zoho Sign isn't positioning itself as just another signature tool. No, it's a complete platform for managing the entire lifecycle of your agreements.
And right here you see the two philosophies clash. It's really night and day. Google is offering you a feature, right? A simple, handy tool to get something signed. Zoho, on the other hand, is offering a whole solution. It's designed to manage everything from the moment you create that document to years down the line when you need to pull it from a secure archive.
All right, this is where the fun really begins. Let's put these two side by side and get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to break down the key differences on the stuff that actually matters to a running business.
First up, legality. And let's be honest, this is a huge one. A signature has to hold up in court, right? Well, Zoho Sign was built from the ground up for cross-border legality. It's court admissible in most regions around the world. Google's tool, being the new guy on the block, might not have that same level of global acceptance just yet. And depending on who you do business with, that could be a real deal breaker.
Now let's talk security. Zoho is like an open book here. They're telling you exactly what they use. Military-grade AS-256 encryption, FIPS-compliant hardware, plus for every document you get a certificate of completion, which is basically your undeniable digital paper trail. With Google's service, you know the platform is secure, but the specific security measures for this e-signature feature, well, they aren't detailed in the same way. It's a bit more of a black box.
This table is fantastic for just seeing everything at a glance. But let's pull out a couple of massive differences. Look at mobile friendliness. Zoho has native apps for your iPhone, your iPad, your Android. You can get work done on the go. Google? Nope. You've got to be at your desktop, inside Google Docs. And then there's support. With Zoho, you get dedicated 24/5 technical help. With Google, you're in the general workspace support queue. So take a second, look at the other rows. You'll see a clear pattern start to emerge. And it goes way beyond just the basics. When you dig into Zoho's offering, you find this whole toolbox of advanced features built for real-world business workflows. We're talking about reusable templates, so you're not starting from scratch every single time. Or bulk send. Imagine sending an offer letter to 50 new hires at once. You can even collect payments right after a contract is signed. These are the kinds of tools that are designed to automate serious work.
And then there's this, which is a pretty huge differentiator. Zoho Sign has its own AI assistant built right in. You can think of it like a smart partner that can help you generate agreements, identify potential risks in the wording, and even summarize that dense legal jargon into plain English. It's a seriously powerful feature, and right now, Google doesn't have a direct equivalent for its e-signature process.
Now, this point is absolutely crucial for anyone who wants control and customization. With Zoho Sign, they basically give you the keys to the kingdom. You get APIs and SDKs, which means your developers can build its signing capabilities right into your own custom apps. You can put your own branding on everything. Google's tool, on the other hand, is a closed system. It works beautifully inside its own environment, but you can't customize it or integrate it into your own software.
Okay, we have thrown a ton of information at you, so let's bring it all home. How in the world do you choose between these two? Because ultimately, the best tool is simply the best tool for you.
So, who's going to love Google's eSignature tool? It's a fantastic fit for individuals, freelancers, or small teams that already live and breathe inside the Google Workspace ecosystem. If you have a low volume of simple agreements and you value convenience above all else, this is a very logical choice.
And on the other side of the fence, you have Zoho Sign. This is built for businesses that need more flexibility, more security, more automation. It's for companies that need to scale, that need to build custom workflows, and that view their agreement process as a core part of their operations.
So, we'll leave you with this question to think about. When you take a hard look at your own processes, what do they really demand? Is a simple, convenient signature enough for you, or does your workflow require a higher level of security, scalability, and automation? The answer to that question is going to point you directly to the right solution.